Good day everyone. We are a group from the BSCS3V and today we will be guiding you through an essential IT task.
But before we begin, let us introduce ourselves. I'm Regine Amagalianes.
I'm Justin Maygagos.
I'm Kenneth Valdez.
I'm AJ Quizon.
And I am Amsel M. Francisco, and this is Carl Armand K. Seaman.
In this video, we will be walking you through the complete installation and setup of Oracle VM VirtualBox, a powerful virtualization tool that lets you run multiple operating systems in your computer.
Our video is divided into two main parts. First, how to install VirtualBox itself, including its required components.
Then we'll guide you through the installation of the operating system inside the VirtualBox. One for Windows and one for Linux.
For Windows side, we chose Windows XP, a classic operating system that is lightweight and still useful for certain legacy applications.
And for the Linux side, we pick Linux Mint, known for its user-friendly interface and stability, perfect for beginners and advanced users alike.
Finally, we will test the drag and drop feature, a handy function that allows you to move files between your real computer and the virtual machines.
By the end of the video, you'll know how to set up VirtualBox, install two different operating systems, and enable seamless file transfers between host and guest. Let's get started.
Before we begin installing VirtualBox, we need to make sure a required component is already installed. If you want to check if the required component is already installed, go to Settings, then click Apps, and select Installed Apps. In the list, look for something Microsoft Visual C++ 2015 to 2022 redistributable. If it's already there, you're good to go. If not, pause here and download it from the official Microsoft website. Install both 64-bit and 84-bit version.
Now let's begin installing Oracle VirtualBox. Double-click on the VirtualBox installer. The setup wizard will appear. This is the welcome screen of the Oracle VM VirtualBox setup wizard. The wizard displays the welcome screen with a next button. Click next to continue. Here, we see the end user license agreement. You must agree to the terms to continue. Check the box that says, I accept the terms in the license agreement, and then click next. This is the custom setup screen. It allows you to choose where to install a VirtualBox and which features to include. If you don't need to change anything, just click next. A warning appears telling us that installation may temporarily reset your network connection. This is normal. Click yes to continue. Sometimes, VirtualBox may ask for additional components like device drivers. A pop-up asking to install missing dependencies or drivers. If you see this message, just click yes and install the required dependencies. Now, we're on the ready to install screen. This means all settings are complete. Click install to begin the installation process. If a Windows security prompt appears asking for permission, just click yes. This allows VirtualBox to install system-level drivers that it needs. Now, the installation begins. This might take a few minutes. Be patient and wait until the process is complete. And we're done. VirtualBox is now installed. Check the box that says Start Oracle VM VirtualBox after installation if you want to open it right away. Then click Finish. Otherwise, you can manually open VirtualBox from the Start menu or your desktop. Congratulations! You've successfully installed Oracle VirtualBox. Now, you're ready to create and run virtual machines like Windows and Linux operating systems.
Welcome to Oracle VirtualBox Manager. Uh, to create a new virtual machine, click New at the top. A window will appear asking for the name of your new virtual machine. Type Windows XP as the name, then locate and select the Windows XP ISO file by clicking the ISO image drop-down and choosing Other to browse your files. Once the ISO is selected, click Next. Now we're on the unattended installation screen. Set a password for the administrator account. Re-enter the password below to confirm. Then check the box labeled Guest Additions to enable drag and drop between your host and guest system later on. Once you're done, click Finish. The virtual machine will now start automatically and begin the setup process. You can now close it temporarily to change some important settings before proceeding with installation. First, power off the machine by choosing the window and choosing power off the machine, then click OK. With the machine selected, under display, change the video memory to 64 MB. Next is system and set the base memory to 1024 MB or 1 gig. Under the graphics controller, select VMS VGA. Now go to settings, then general tab, then click advanced. Set a drag and drop to bidirectional. Click OK to save all settings.
Now we are ready to install Windows XP. Click Start to launch the virtual machine. You see the setup process begin. It will first copy installation files to the hard disk, then reboot. After reboot, setup will continue and say setup will complete in approximately 39 minutes. Since Windows XP is an older system, it may ask for the product key. Don't worry, product keys for Windows XP are available on the internet, as this system is no longer supported. test drag and drop. Once Windows XP finishes installing, let's test the drag and drop feature. Create a simple file on your host computer. For example, make a text file and save it on your desktop. Now, drag the file from your host system into a guest system desktop. If it appears, then drag and drop is working correctly. Now, try dragging a file from the guest system back to the host. If it doesn't work, go back and double check your settings. Make sure your drag and drop is still set to bidirectional. If everything seems correct, restart the virtual machine. Once restarted, try again to drag a file from guest to host. And that's it. You've successfully installed Oracle VirtualBox, created a Windows XP virtual machine, configured the necessary settings, and tested drag and drop functionally. You're now ready to use your virtual machine for legacy apps, testing, or learning.
Now, let's proceed with installing our second operating system, Linux Mint. Just like before, open VirtualBox and click New. In the name field, type Linux Mint. VirtualBox will automatically detect the type as Linux. Click Next to continue. Then, locate and select the Linux iOS file by clicking the iOS image drop-down and choosing Other to browse your files. Once the ISO is selected, click Next. Now, we're on the unattended installation screen. Set the password for the administrator account. Re-enter the password below to confirm. Then, check the box labeled Guest Addition to enable drag and drop between your host and guest system later on. Once you're done, click Finish. Video memory 64 MB at least. Then in the optical drive, select Linux Mint 22.1 Mute 64-bit. Now, go to Settings, then General tab, then click Advanced. Set drag and drop to bidirectional. Click OK to save all settings.
On the System tab, then under Processor, Processor set to 4, then OK. Then click Start to. You will see now click to start to launch the virtual machine. You'll be greeted with a welcome screen that says, "Welcome to Linux Mint." Click Start Linux Mint. This opens a live preview of the operating system, allowing you to test it before installing. Wait for the Linux Mint desktop to fully load. On the desktop, double-click the Linux Mint icon to begin the installation. Choose your preferred language. We'll choose English, then click Continue. Next, choose your keyboard layout and click Continue. On the Multimedia Code screen, check the box to install codes, then click Continue. Select Erase Disk and install Linux Mint. As the installation type, this only affects the virtual disk, not your actual hard drive. Next, choose your time zone. We'll select Manila and then click continue. Now, enter your personal information, your name, your computer name, a username, set a confirm your password. Okay. You can also choose whether to log in automatically or record password to log in. Once that's done, the installation will begin. Okay. Wait for the installation to complete. This might take several minutes.
Once finished, a message will appear saying installation complete. First start your computer. And then power off the virtual machine by clicking shutdown. Then click OK to save. This prevents the system from putting back into the installer. And start the virtual machine again. And when prompted, enter your password that you set earlier. Once on the Linux desktop, go to the top right menu of VirtualBox and then click Devices and insert Guest Addition CD image. And when prompted, click Run. Enter your password again and click Authenticate and wait for the installation to finish. And after that, eject the Guest Addition CD by right-clicking and on the desktop and choosing Eject. Then finally, restart the virtual machine one more time and apply all changes. And once restarted, let's test the drag and drop feature. Try dragging a file from your original desktop from Linux desktop, and if it appears, the installation and the drag and drop from host to guest is working.
On this instance, however, we didn't manage to make the drag and drop work. When testing, we made the host to guest work, but not guest to host. Unfortunately, while recording, we didn't manage to make it work altogether.